What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Better start to this week on one of my Express accounts. Rules are pretty much the same. So this is the account right now. I actually traded at night and I should have had more profit, but didn't. I'll show you guys that trade in a little bit. But once again, positive on this day. Now my other Express account, and this is usually the problem with not syncing your account sometimes, is you tend to be late on the second account afterwards. This one I'm down $67. I will splice the video in here too, but same thing, I was up $200, $300 and held, right? So I need to be better at that. Same thing, I need to be more disciplined, take profit, more disciplined, take profit. I'm okay with this type of loss on a Monday, especially when the market is trying to fill itself out. If we look back at, this is kind of my levels and my charts. If we look back at this, we can see. Let's actually close this down to what happened when the market opened. So this is when the market opened today, right? So ideally, what I wanted to take originally, I was in long early on, right? I was actually in long, anticipating continuation to the upside, knowing that we were going to target potentially this 200 or this November. But when I did see this breakout that happened when the market opened, so something like this, I'm just like, okay, cool. Like, let's wait for a retest to the upside, right? So once again, tried to wait for a retest. It took forever to get down there. Your emotion get the best of you, right? And not only that, what ended up happening is like, it just took time, right? And so I actually tried to take a long here, right? Targeting up top. And what ended up happening is the market started to push back down. It actually wasn't holding that position the whole entire time. So if I look, and let's let this play out right there. So it took me out, right? And so this was on ES today, and it's been slowly moving for the most part today. So we may have a bounce, but this was my entry the first time around. And then I did take an NQ trade. NQ did the same exact thing. I'm sorry if this looks chaotic, but I do like to mark monthly levels and also 4-hour levels. So same exact thing. If I come back down to the 630 open, which is here, this is what it looked like. I actually really liked NQ to the upside. I was in early once I saw us break through this July level, targeting up here. And so this was NQ's first thing, aggressive breakout. So now at this point, I'm like, okay, let me just wait till we can get a retest to the, the 4-hour. Took some time to come down. And this is my thing. I'm feeling myself be more and more impatient, but it did hit the monthly level, which is great. And then we dumped. Right. And so I also tried to get back in here. I would have had to wait almost 2 hours, 2.5 hours for this, right? Which sometimes I don't have the necessary time for it. And I also catch myself getting impatient for it too. So I did try to take a long here, and same thing with NQ. It usually takes you out. The move may happen, but this is kind of the trades that took me out today. All right, so this is why I have this loss right here. Try to take a long, and then the other Express account is up, and I just got to a place of just flattening my position. All in all, I am happy. Let me just say that I am happy with the start to the week for this one. I'm not going to jinx myself, but I am about $800 away from the 2,000 mark, and I want to start taking profit there. And then this other account, I'm going to continue to just build it, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Make sure that I really minimize these losses too. What I learned from today and what I'm taking away from today is take your profit. Like I said, I'm going to make sure that I splice a video of me being up $100, $200, $300, right? Especially with this account here. And once again, being down and losing, that's problematic, right? I should be able to walk away positive. And there was a point where I was positive and I said, you know what, let that be the last one. And then we came back down here and started holding. I'm like, let's take it. And I added. So I need to be better at accepting my loss, accepting the 1 or 2 trades, and then just move forward, right? Go about my day. I don't want to be in the market for 2 hours, 3 hours. If I can catch a move in, 30 minutes or 45 minutes, that's a win, right? And so I need to be better at that aspect. And one thing that I specifically remember talking about last week was I need to be more disciplined at taking my profit. I also need to risk less, right? I did a good job in risking less today. Once again, when you see the trade on the video, when I'm talking about like just being in profit, I should have just moved it to break even and then go about my day. Or once again, understanding the goal, the end goal of this is the bigger picture is I need to get this to 2,000, right? So it's not about catching the whole entire move until we break all the way out, because originally my goal was anticipating getting all the way up here. right? And for me, that's greedy when you're trying to build an account. I need to build my bigger cushion before I start thinking about holding, all right? So I think at some point between today and tomorrow, we may continue up. Another thing that I should have seen, right, which I didn't see, is this last week's low here. And this is why I do mark these levels. If you look right about here, we have last week's low. If you look at ES specifically, right, we're above last week's low. So this is also the difference of trading multiple instruments, right? If you can focus on one instrument, I probably would have did better versus kind of looking at both. So focus for this week is, let's actually end on a positive note on the week. It's been a while since I've done that, and Friday killed me last week. I should have ended on a positive note. So this week, my focus is on, let's just end green, right? So if I trade tomorrow and I make $100, $150, right, I'm green. I'm going to be up $80 for the week. And I need to get back to those little small details and those little small habits to get me back winning and to get me back stacking trades. But the crazy thing about it, like I said, if I was syncing this, I'll probably be doing better. But I have an issue with syncing my trades. I'm not at that place yet for discipline or trust within myself. So I'm going to continue to hold out on that. But that's pretty much it. I'm looking back at the tape. I need to trust myself. I need to pick whether I'm going to trade NQ or I'm going to trade ES. I like NQ because of the moves. Once again, even if I would have taken this trade here and just been in it at least to the November, that's about 200 points. So what they won about 400. And once again, this happened today where I'm thinking we're going to break out. I'm thinking we're going to continue to break out. And we had a hard rejection from that level, right? And I've said this before, when we have big levels like weekly levels, November levels, or monthly levels, right? They're stronger than 4-hour levels. They're stronger than hourly levels, right? And so I should have anticipated this. I should have taken profit. But when you're in the trade, a lot of things happen, emotions. You're hoping that you hit your TPs and things like that. And so I got to be better with that. So that is something that I'm going to reflect on today is, Carl, you were up, you were profitable. It's not that as soon as I took a trade, I lost money. It wasn't the case. I was actually profitable. I chose not to take profit, right? And so for me, I need to be better at that. Another thing that I can do too, and once I see this 15-minute, break above the structure, and even this 1-hour break above the structure, right? Look at potentially finding something else. So if we broke through at 6, hypothetically, right? If I go back down to the 5 minutes, so this would have been a confirmation right here to possibly get in. So, but I am working on not using the 5 minute anymore because the chops have been messing with me, right? It wouldn't surprise me, believe it or not, if we continue down. That's what my original bias was after I saw us reject from the weekly level up here, was us continuing down, right, to this 4-hour level right here. But this could also be the retest. And so this is the thing with futures. You never know which direction it's going to go. All you can do is try to, catch 50 points, 20 points, or whatever your goal is and move from there, right? But ultimately, I took the trades that where I thought was best, and I didn't, take profit. I need to take profit. I need to do a better job at taking profit once I see it. And that's on me, right? That's on me to be more professional, more disciplined, and keep my emotions in check, right? I need to understand the big picture, right? If I continue to stack, once again, for 4 days, right, $300, that's $900 on the week, right? That's $900 on the week, and I'm back to, right, $1,100. And so I need to think about that more so than anything else, right? I need to think about exactly the same exact strategy I'm using on this account. $100, stack it. 500, stack it. 200, stack it. 200, stack it, right? And then keep the losses low, right? Even this week right here on the 15th and 16th, right? If I minimize those and make them to $100, hypothetically, or if I go back into this trade, right? If I make it $100, hypothetically, instead, I'm up, right, $1,300. Same thing here. If I make it $100 instead of $175, right, I'm up $1,400, $1,500. So everything is about minimizing the amount of money we're losing. It's not even about making the most money, right? It's about minimizing it, protecting what you have. And today, I didn't do a good job at protecting what I have. I didn't do a good job at protecting, once again, my capital, right? And so it's been a fun journey. I mean, it's been a fun journey in learning and also seeing and reflecting on my trades and my decisions when I'm in it. But I need to, I'm going to watch this video again tomorrow before I trade. And like this part that I'm saying right now is build it back, see profit, take profit. right? Let trades play out. If you move it to break even, so be it. I'd rather you have, $10 positive, $20 positive and test the strategy out and it didn't work. Come back tomorrow, come back the next day, right? Versus over trading and then all of a sudden, you're now in a hole, right? And if I look at this trade today, once again, look at this right here. You're up $12, you're down, I'm up $50, give or take, and then I take two more trades for no reason, give like around 7:30 and 7:54. Let's go look at this one. All right, if we go here, 7:30, I'll show you this. Sorry, 7:30 was right about here. So we were at, give or take, this monthly level. I thought we were going to continue up. So I'll show you this real quick. And this is why sometimes trading all the time isn't the best. All right. So this is where I thought we were going to continue up to the 4-hour level. And instead, we ended up coming down, right? We didn't break out. All right. And I tried to take another trade, give or take here, because for whatever reason, I thought I was going to continue. And boom. Right. And this right here, this little small thing is all you need to lose your account. That's all you need to blow your account. Right. And in actuality, telling myself when I was in it, wait till you get to the 4-hour level. Wait till you get to the 4-hour level. And guess where we go after that 4-hour level, right? You went right back to the 4-hour level. If I would have taken this trade here, which by then I've already, wasted my amount of money. But you can see now we're in this consolidation range of just back and forth. And this is not a good place to be when you're trading futures. And there you go. All right. And the move can still happen, right? Look at this. The move can still happen, but it may not happen now. And so be more positive, be more disciplined, see profit, take profit, and be okay with just being net positive on the day, right? I'd rather be net positive 20 than down $67, right? And so that's going to be my focus going forward for tomorrow's trade is see profit, take profit. And once again, I am going to put in here the videos of me being in profit and just not taking the profit for whatever reason because I wanted more. The greed kicked in. Right, which is normal. We all go through it. And so my brother says this all the time, but we have to fail enough times where you're so frustrated failing that it starts to click. And I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. So tomorrow, once again, 1, maybe 2 trades. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. I'd rather lose $67 than lose $400 any day of the week. And so that's what I'm going to be focusing on tomorrow. So that's it. That's today's trade and today's update. Once again, positive on one account, which I'm really, really happy about. And the other one, I minimized my loss today, which is still a win, right? And so we got to count our wins and count our blessings too. This is still a win, right? I didn't blow my account. I didn't lose my account, right? I could have lost $400 today too, but I lost $67, right? And then on this other account, I made $112, right? So that's also a positive too. So I need to count my blessings and be thankful for that during this journey. So that's all I got. See you guys in the next video. Let me know if you guys have any questions. If there's something that you see that I may not see, that's something that works for you, let me know too as well. I'm all for feedback and listening and getting tips too on whatever you guys think is working too, because we're all in this together as a new trader in this journey. See you guys in the next video.